Yo, what is going on, dirt nerds? That's right, we got a banger for you guys today. As you guys probably just got done watching, I think there's like 100 and something of you guys over there watching the premiere. Threw a little video together. Sorry it seemed a little rushed, because it was. And yeah, it's all right. Got up early this morning, saw my message from the devs, got down and prayed to the dirt Jesus, and got in there and got some recording done. And then, yeah, as we were getting all that stuff done, spamming out a bunch of shorts, as well as TikToks, as well as getting ready for this little live stream, which I didn't even have planned today. So, yeah, bros, dudes, we're going to start over from the beginning and just kind of read chat, hang out, chill, answer as many questions as I guess that I can. Yeah. So, make sure you guys come on to the chat, and we'll go over some of your questions here from the beginning. So, yeah, yeah, it was a interesting little playthrough. The nostalgia feel, though, it felt good. I will say that it definitely felt good. It definitely felt good. Let's go over some of the options, because I kind of skipped going over that in the video. Kind of take a peek in here real quick for you guys. I know a lot of stuff you guys probably want to see. The Dirt Nerd Goat is back. That's right, the Dirt King, bros. Let's get it.
Dirt is king. Welcome back to the Throne Split.
Damn right, buddy. The playtest was the same, pretty much. Yeah, now that we can talk about it, yeah, the playtest was pretty much the same. It was the playtest was pretty much a demo to, it was kind of a beta, like an open beta to this, right? Like it was the same, it was the same thing, right? So obviously all of our measurement types, we got run mode on hold. You can obviously toggle auto run. Let's see, crouch mode is crouching. You got FOVs, that's all pretty standard. Controls at the moment, we have, let's see, obviously the basics, invert, funnel, player sensitivities, let's see, vehicle sensitivities, input mode. This is kind of a big one. Hey, bro, Dragon, much love, brother. Appreciate that, man. Beast. Hopefully my notifications work today. My notifications thing has been just absolutely crazy. There they are. They're there. And can you actually get the sound of the notifications today? They're there, but the dinging going on. There's about a billion questions, brother, but I appreciate you, man. As always, dude. Much love for the gifted, man. Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for now for the better part of 5.5+ years. I remember testing the original GMS2, which was Gold Rush 2 back in the day with the original dev team. Just a lot of hoopla happened with their company and things like that, right? Which we won't get into. We'll digress on. But yeah, that's kind of all that, you know, it's been a long wait, dudes. It's been a long time. You guys know I retired from playing GMS leaderboards many years ago. A lot of you guys still hold me as like the best player out. There's a lot of new players, you know, things like that around. But it's not what it once was. The hype, the glory, player base is diminished, and it's time for a new game. It is. It's overdue. We all know it is. It's overdue. We're coming up on a decade. Crazy to think about, right? Everybody wanted a new game, and you know, console came out. A lot of those things happened. It was just a mess. Everybody knows. It's public info. Everyone knows. Everybody's seen it. Everybody lived it. But I am absolutely happy that we finally have a new version of the game, right? Absolutely happy. Like it brought back those epic days of Gold Rush in its prime and glory before all the stupidity, and it feels good. It's one sequel to a game that I can say that I truly feel that the devs didn't overdo it on certain things yet. They still have that chance to blow it for us. And I'm just going to be completely brutally honest about that. They do. They could go all the way off the tracks, right? We have no clue what's going to happen. As it sits right now, my impressions right now is I'm giving it based upon the old game from a fan that loved all the original features of the game, giving it a solid score on these ones, dude. It feels good, other than what you guys saw with the digging and stuff like that. There's a couple little things here and there that make, he kind of needs to be tweaked a little bit. But yeah, so anyways, let's get back to the controls. The legacy GMS is obviously the old legacy keyboard and mouse controls. You can't change anything in here though. You can't activate the thing. You can go GMS 2, which is a new layout, which I won't be using. There's no point in me learning a new layout. Why? Then there's custom, which you can configure everything differently. However, there's no joystick support yet, but either it says configure joystick. So interested in that when that does come. So we'll talk about that once they allow the playtest for that to happen. I assume the devs have said that there's going to be bringing out multiple playtests along this game's, development process. So I guess we'll probably, and this seems to be a trend with Playway games that are affiliated with Playway. So it seems like they bring out little playtests to kind of bring people along, gets people wishlisting the game, and so on and so forth, right? So it seems to be a new trend for a lot of these new studios that are, through the Playway company and things like that, right? So it's kind of, we've seen it, right, with many of the other games that we play. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay on GMS Legacy 1 because we're used to those controls. Let's go into the video settings today. So that we're full transparency, guys, we're going to be playing on 1440p, and I'm also streaming off of the same computer right now. So it's going to be taking the full brunt of it. I'm going to be playing on 60 FPS, and I'm going to be setting my stuff to epic quality. Now, you can do cinematic mode, but it doesn't seem like it's as balanced. I was getting around 50 FPS, 45, 50 FPS. It still looks really nice. You don't need high FPS for these type of games. But to keep the frame rate a little smoother, I just stayed on epic, and it ran 60 FPS solid, like a dream, like mint. My graphics card was liking it. There was no big spikes up and down or anything crazy. So I know a lot of you guys want that information, and you're not getting it anywhere else. I noticed I watched all the other content creators play this so far, and they're not giving you what you actually want. You want to know, is this thing going to torch my computer? Well, I've only played it so far on my main rig, which is kind of hefty. It's a 5080 on a i9 14900K. So it is a top-end computer, right? So yeah, it handles it no problem. I can downgrade my computer. I can underclock it, do all those things like that, give you guys that information later. I can play it on my wife's computer. I can play it on about 4 different computers in my household to give you guys that data. You'll find that on my Discord over the next few days. So if you're alarmed or you're worried, check back. We'll give you guys some of that information, right? So, all right. So pretty much, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and leave that where it's at. I'm playing windowed full screen. You can't see it up here at the top of my screen. Pretty much my CPU usage is like 12, right? Like 12. 60 FPS stall. I'm in the menu, obviously. So basic audio stuff. I can turn the music down a little bit if you guys want me to. Turn that down. We don't need to hear that for the whole time. So little ambient background. Okay. All right. That's the end of the demo. That's all we have today. That's all we can show you guys. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do something. I don't know what's going on. What's up, Micro? What's up, everybody in the chat? What do we got here? And that's my kitty meowing. My cat is screaming at me right now. My little buddy right here on my desk. What's up, Harem? Shut up and get playing, bro. Yeah, no. I was wondering about the stability of the game. Yeah, the stability. I mean, like I said, I have a really good computer, so it's hard for me to give you the full, like, I'd have to play it on my wife's computer. She has a 12th gen with the 20 series, so single player. See, multiplayer is grayed out. Let's go back to that so you can see it. Multiplayer is grayed out for now. I would assume that is in testing behind the scenes right now, which is not something I am a part of anymore. So I would assume that is. That's why it's there. It's just grayed out for this demo right now. So they probably have different branches that the public can't see. So it is there. They are hopefully working on it. And my hope is that multiplayer will be out at launch. I don't want this promise that it's going to be in the game. And that would be my big, giant, listen, devs, you can't do that to these players. 9 years we've been waiting for GMS multiplayer. If it's not in at launch, these guys are going to get a whooping by everybody. Like, and there's nothing anybody could do to save them. There's no amount of fanboy that's going to save them. These guys will get shredded. 100% will. They need to have multiplayer in at launch, and it needs to be working flawlessly. Especially if they stated it's only going to be up to 4 players, because there's other multiplayer digging games out there that have like, we have 16 and out of war, right? So they need to make sure this thing works. No devs listen to testers. They just humor testers. They've already built the content. They're already going to do what they're going to do. We already know this. I've been in testing for almost 20 years now. It's already done and built, but testers get it. They're just humoring people. But anyways, let's get into this, and let's get after it. We're gonna start a new one. I don't need to load the game. Same old. Yeah, what's up, Dragon? What's up, everybody? I like the ingots on this screen. Now in cinematic mode, I was getting 40 frames per second during this cutscene. I don't know why it shouldn't. My computer can definitely handle it. Kind of weird. Maybe something's not optimized or...
You see that all around you? It's Alaska, my boy. It's still untamed, dangerous, and goddamn beautiful. You're seeing beauty in its purest form right here. But we're not here to admire the scenery. We're here to find the gold. With hard work, sweat, and dedication, you can fulfill your dreams of riches.
The cool thing is that's not just a cutscene. That's what the game actually looks like. Right? So that's what the awesome thing is. Okay. Let's see here. I turned motion blur off because, no. Absolutely no. Let's see here. I'm so behind the times. The plane is going down. Wrong game. This is not the forest. Let's see. For sale. Let's see. My owner. We got old Grandpa Jeb. I already read this a billion times for you guys. If you guys want to watch that, I guess I didn't say. No, I almost skipped the WASD part. Pretty much just introducing us to the game. WSD, hold shift. Move faster, obviously run. H shows you the key bindings. And tab for the menu. No, they fully harnessed the power of the engine. UE5, they definitely have. Right? Like, it is a massive graphical overhaul and upgrade to this, for a great sequel. Is it only first-person view? I believe so. I don't think we have a way to get into third person. Yeah. We do have a miner's sense, which they teach about later. Ooh.
Well, hey there, kid. Saw your plane touching down out there on the lake. I'm waiting for you at the parcel. Cross the bridge and stick to the road by the cabin. You'll find it easy enough. Oh, and keep your eyes peeled for bears.
I play on a 5080 graphics card. No, like the foliage, the ground textures. It looks like a modern game. Like the scenery, clouds. Everything is that they populated the world nicely. Just kind of take a look around, right? I mean, I can understand why a lot of games do only first person because there's a lot of character animations and things like that you got to go through. So I'm sure if they come out with modding, which they just did with GMS 1 after all these years, somebody will do a third person mod, something like that. Who knows how long it's going to take for modding to come available for this game, but that's one thing. See, that's one thing I actually, like I was saying in the premiere video, I really do appreciate, because You guys all know what happens when you're inside a room on a sunny day and you're like inside and it's a lot darker, and then you walk outside, you're like, you kind of get that transition flash between out and in. They actually captured it pretty decently in the game, which not a lot of games kind of do. Yeah, your eyes have to like adjust really quick. That's one thing I'll have to say they did well in the world, is the lights to the darks look very smooth. Sebastian, yes, I have played on a 9070 XT. Runs beautifully. No problem. My other computer's 9070. I did play that. I did play a little bit on that this morning just to kind of see how it was. And I did the play test with the 9070 as well. But they were before they did optimization changes, but they were still running fine. So this version's been heavily optimized compared to the playtest, and I did play it on my 5080, my 9070 XT, and my wife's 2080 Ti, and they were all okay. On my wife's, I had to turn down to high settings, not epic settings. She has a 2080 Ti with a i9 12900K processor. Give you guys that info. They definitely set dress the world nicely. Ooh, look at this stuff, though. We're going to be able to buy this stuff. Hardcore starts with a plane crash out in the middle of nowhere. Looks like old Grandpa Jed's got some buckets stored up. He ain't quite on my level, though. This whole shed would have been full all the way to the roof. Let's go. All right, so that's what his shed looks like. We didn't go into some of those areas, right? Up around the house. Just kind of want to show this stuff off real quick here. Give you guys a extended peek. Yeah, I mean, it looks outstanding. Can't use the truck though. You know, one thing I do notice is a lot of game devs put over texture over things, like it's been rusted and painted, but you can tell it's not been painted type thing. You know, like a vehicle. So like all this stuff is needed to break up it, or you know what I mean? Like vehicle's lost. Hoist right there. Go meet with Grandpa Jed. There's a little bit of a game hitch right there. See that? You can actually see it on the stream, how it stutters there for a second. And then it'll do it again right in here. Nope, it's actually just right back there. There's a little hitch in the game back there, but that's because it's probably loading all these assets around here and the voxel plane. So just a little teeny little hiccup back there, but that's not bad. This game is packed with a lot of assets. They definitely did a lot of really good world partitioning. Getting a little bit of a technical talk here, but yeah, so they did a pretty good job. Good old loading zones. Yeah, at least they're much better than the days of old, right? Where you're sitting there like, and like loading pops up on the screen. You see a little truck sitting there spinning. You're like, oh man, because it's time to go to the bathroom. I don't know if I want to see the third person character. Wait, it kind of looks like Eric. Is this guy bald? Okay. All right, Jeb.
Well, I'll be darned. Feels like just yesterday you were no bigger than a gold nugget. All right, enough jawing. The gold ain't gonna dig itself. Let's get to it. Here, used to be my lucky shovel. Now pick it up and start digging.
I like how he's got an orange beast on and a Code Horizon cup. Nice, 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 nice. Is it CPU heavy? Right now I am running about the same as about any modern game. About 20% of my CPU is being used right now by the game. I'm sitting at 60 frames per second, steady with a headroom of 199. So if I undid this, I could go up to 199, roughly around there. My lowest dip that I've had is 58. My graphics card's using around 72% of the graphics card on Epic. So to give you guys a little bit of specs, a little deets. So Let's see here. So he wants us to grab this shovel. Okay, first time, the objects on the ground, you can use minor sense. We used that a little bit earlier. We'll show that again. There are two types of equipable. See, and this is one thing I really appreciate, because remember when they did the questionnaire about 5.5 years ago, 6 years ago? They asked a couple of us players from a long time ago, like the original dev team, is this like something that you guys really care, or do you guys want to have like a full inventory where all the buckets and all the things can go into your inventory? And almost, I think every one of us said no inventory. And we actually appreciated that it didn't just do what every other game did. And I'm glad that they stuck with that. I like the aspect of you need to manage yourself and not just being a sloppy pig all over your claim.
And there and see if it glitters back at you. Then
The demos are critically too short, though. I think it's okay to showcase what the game is at its core. You know, so I don't think it needs to be longer. It does leave us wanting more for maybe an extended playtest, which they've already said they're going to do. So I could see them coming out with maybe a little bit bigger of a claim and testing the dozer, the loader, things like that. So as most games now, demos are only like, here's a snippet of like, it's only a snippet of the demo. Kind of is extended nowadays in most games. If you look at Steam and how most games are doing it, like most games will come out with like Next Fest demos, then they'll come out with a playtest after that, then another playtest and another playtest, another playtest. So it's almost just like a deal. It's like a small little update to the demos, right? Which, you know, it's a nice way of doing it because devs can like slowly build the game with the audience. I'm kind of liking that a little bit more. So hopefully the next playtest, we get a bigger area to dink around with, and we get like the dozer and the loader and things like that, right? And they slowly just introduce new gameplay mechanics for us so that we can kind of go over, right? We gotta grab our buckets. Play around the ground deformation for a second. Try to dig in the same spot. A little jagged. If they could put a little bit more smoothing. You guys know I'm a voxel snob now at this point. I hope you guys know by now. Like, I am very critical when it comes to voxel. I work with it every day in the projects that I play with. I'm a voxel snob. I will 100% admit it. Overall, though, it's kind of fitting the trend of all the other games that are playing with voxel. And you know, how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about the jagged voxel and stuff like that? Or do you guys more prefer it to be a little bit more smooth, or do you not really care?
That's enough for now.
No, it's not
Grab the
enough.
buckets and come with me. Let's see if we struck anything shiny.
Like how it comes off it flips it off the side of the shovel, so you kind of have to go over here. What's the remerge looking like? So you take a giant scoop, but the remerge is like nothing. Like it's like a little tiny amount. So there is definitely a massive amount of dirt deletion compared to things. So I would say it's extremely arcadey. I mean, it's like 85%, 90% arcade versus any type of realism. So if you were expecting some type of realism, no. But I think that's okay, though. I don't think this game needs to be super hardcore realistic, right? So, I mean, with the shovel, the shovel gives you a great indication on what the actual digging is going to be. And then it's just amplified. Well, I was going to say in the excavator, but we don't have that yet. So overall, I'm okay with that. I think it's okay because the game for me is that gold mining, like hand holding experience to being in Alaska. And you know what I mean? I'm not looking at it as to be like this super simulator. Like it's got to be every little minute detail microed to oblivion, right? I'm not looking for that when I'm playing this type of game. Dirt deletion or concentration, well, it's kind of hard to tell, right? Because it just does nothing, right? So we don't really know exactly what it's doing.
Time to learn the basics, boy. You'll need a bucket full of
Boy.
dirt and a gold pen.
I'm a man.
First thing you do is empty the bucket onto the gold pan.
I'll throw you in, Jeb. Why don't you share some of that coffee with me, dude? Looks like you need to wash that thing. Why do we have propane over here? Hey, look at... Dude, you're just leaving coffee everywhere? Is that mine? Why'd you put it next to the paint, dude? Yeah, it is. This is another thing that's kind of crazy. Is 1 pan per bucket. Now, it's probably just for the demo. I don't know if they'll tweak it later. So pretty much, yeah, you can hold down shift. We'll go over through all the panning and stuff too, multiple times for you guys. Okay, so we have the pan. So yeah, the older games, it was multiple pans. You know what I mean? Like multiple pans per bucket. But that also made the panning process super tedious, and then nobody ever wanted to do it once you got the wavetable, right? So.
Go ahead. Dip the gold pan in the water and give it a good shake.
Now, I'm not sure.
Dirt, so it'll stay at the bottom.
You'll see it like shove out the side. You can see the material, like see that? It always will auto tilt your pan back to center though once you dip. But you don't have to do that. I just don't know if it's going to give you any more. It'd be kind of cool. The old guy needs that hooch. That's his hooch cup. Yeah. So he doesn't need hooch. He's got paint. What's up, Peak? What's up, everybody? So typical this, and I don't think, no, you cannot just hold it down like you could in the old game. Remember, you could just hold it under the water and give it a vigorous shaking, you know? Any more than 2 times when you're playing with it.
You see that shine? That's gold.
You can't just keep dipping though, like that.
Grab it before it washes away.
Okay, so let's see here. Shift goes to pickup mode. They got the physics really nice in the pan. Let's drain the water out. There's like still water in it. Like the nuggets actually look really nice, I'll say. Then you have all the other materials that are in there. It looks accurate. I mean,
don't you forget about that second bucket though.
I won't
be
Jeb.
holding even more gold.
Calm down, Grandpa. Let me get Mima in here. Listen. Drink your coffee, Jeb. Go get a or. Is that What's up, Henry? He looks like he needs to wash his cup, man. Right. So they got the stacking from number 1 in. Nice.
Right, now keep on
doing pretty good, man. Just been busy as hell, bros. Busy as hell. Just been playing a lot of video games for fun, dudes. Just getting out away from the grind, you know. Been playing games and recording them, you know. Normally I don't ever do that very often, so. But just with work and all that kind of stuff, it's just been busy, dudes.
All right, that's enough panning for now. Now, how about we get ourselves a wash plant and dig for real?
Dig for
real.
First
things first. We need to pick a spot for the wash plant. Now, don't place it too far from the water so we don't run out of hoses.
I don't think it really matters, but it would be cool if it did. This is just pretty much explaining the wash plant interface. Pretty much a build menu. Hitting B brings up the radio menu. Now, I don't know. Let's talk about this one for a little bit because These are different buildings, terrain. Okay. Terrain and buildings. Okay. And then wash plants. Could be it. And yeah. So we do have one that kind of looks like Slucifer. Right? Like alien chute. It looks like it has the trommel or shaker deck. And then it's got the sluice runs down the side. So interesting. This is more of just a normal shaker style, it looks like. And then this is like the smaller one, right? So you more prefer if Grandpa looked like Tony Beats? Well, they lost the IP from Discovery Channel, so they can't be really using anything that's can't put it outside the circle. So right for now, but I imagine obviously when the game comes out, we can put these things anywhere. I would assume.
All right, it's settled. While I'm busy hauling in the wash plant parts, you head to town and grab the rest of the gear that we're gonna need. Take my pickup. I left the keys on the TV stand in the house you passed earlier. Oh,
How do you
and
guys...
there's a bit of gold I've already dug up. Grab it too. You'll need it to pay for the equipment.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume this, that the other wash plants are gonna have more pieces that you have to assemble. This is just an assumption, right? So I would assume that we have the base, right? Like all these different ones are gonna have a base, and then we're gonna have to assemble them. I would assume the bigger they get, the more pieces that you have to assemble. Just assuming. How do you guys feel about like this versus how we used to set wash plants up? Did you like setting up the big, giant, massive stationary wash plants, or did you like the mobile plant and how that used to work? Or do you more prefer a style like this? It's kind of like a hybrid of both, right? Doing pretty good. Killed the deer. How you doing, man? You hope that we can build wash plant pads and with tailing ponds and stuff like that? Well, we definitely have tailings we have to deal with, so that's what a loader will be good for. Because they definitely seem to build up pretty good on these smaller plants. Hopefully we have like radial stackers or things like that. Or we could dig a trench out and park a rock truck under it or something like that, right? Like, we gotta go to town. As long as you can move it wherever. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like a controversial subject, right? As I kind of feel like other... You know, see, there's that damn hiccup again, right? Right there, see? Like right in the same spot. That's all right, though. Not bad. They've also said, like, if you look at the dev blogs, they've also said things like we'll be able to, like, cut down trees and we'll be able to... like houses and upgrades and things like that. So open up. Oh boy, not the trees. Yeah, I guess for me, what I would like to see is I'm just hoping that the digging mechanics, the dozer mechanics, and the terrain is big enough for us to have a big enough freedom in, and it's not just like GMS 1 where it's almost pointless using the dozer and stuff like that. Like the new dozer, I felt, for me personally, I felt it was kind of, it was really blah. I mean, it was just like this big giant wave of material that was like way too arcadey. It just kind of like, ugh. I don't know. I really hope that they do a better job with the dozer in GMS 2. It was too fantasy and yeah, I don't know. Do you have any input in the development of this game like in GMS? No. I'm just playing it as a fan, playing it for my old fans that used to like watch me play GMS. All right, typical parky thing. Oops. Put diff lock on because it's pretty. Truck gets pretty squirrely without diff lock on, just like the first game. The truck handles okay. Seems like it tracks a little heavy in the front. I'm just letting it idle coast. I'm not even holding down the gas. Oh yeah, me and the original developers had a great communication and rapport.
You're gonna need some cash before you can buy anything. There's a place in Falcons Creek, the Gold Horizon Institute. The guy running it, it's an old buddy of mine. Tell him you're my grandson, and he'll give you a better deal than those bankers.
Sadly, I was forced out due to lies and slander. So I just don't want none of that drama no more. I just want to play the game and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Brown noser, dev fanboys can do that. I don't have time for that garbage no more. You know what I mean? We all know how these type of communities get and stuff like that. It's better just not to be involved anymore. You know? No hate, no nothing like that towards the devs, that I ain't got time for the people that they keep company with anymore. Take a look at the shop because I didn't in the video. There's one of those hiccups again. That's understandable, though. Things. Ain't got time for that. No, nobody does. That's why nobody watches those type of people anymore. It was obvious. We got time for playing video games and building video games and helping dev teams that actually want to listen. And helping them with things, as you guys have seen what I've been doing lately, so yeah, man. But this is like a long time coming for me. I think people know that, like, the nostalgia feel for me is really important, and I ain't gonna let anybody ruin that for me. So I appreciate all you guys that are here watching and asking questions and chilling and stuff like that. We will definitely be playing GMS2 a lot. We're not gonna let anybody spoil that for us. I'm the GOAT, baby. You guys know that, and everybody else does too, and that's why they hating. They hating because they ain't us. That's why. You guys all know that. Everybody sees it. You guys know what's up. Ooh, a little stutter step there. I'm gonna run out of fuel. I need to like make sure I turn my truck off while we're checking out these vehicles up. So far so good. Yeah, man. No, I mean, I think they have a good thing going here. One thing I really do hope is that they don't let their in-house testers sway them to push towards leaderboards too heavily, because it honestly ruined the first game, man. Everybody hated the leaderboards after a while, because that's all they focused on, right? So I really hope that they stay away from that and they keep giving content over leaderboards, man. Content over leaderboards. Leaderboards is not content. Leaderboards is content for content creators and players that want to play leaderboards. Not everybody's into that. So I really, 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 really hope that the developers stay the hell away from leaderboards until the game is fully working and fully polished and they don't tune the game around leaderboards. Because a very small percentage of the players want to play leaderboards. We've proven that for damn near a decade. So... we can't even walk near these things. That is endgame content, exactly, man. The models look nice. This is not Out of War. This is Gold Mining Simulator 2 demo. The only people that really want leaderboards are the content creators that have something to gain out of it. Let's be honest. Here, you know why the leaderboards actually started? You guys want to know the funniest thing? I'm not under NDA, I can actually say it. The original dev team started leaderboards as an open beta test for the updates. So that way they could get as many players as they could to play the game. They actually used me as a marketing tool to get people to play because everybody wanted to face me and beat me. If y'all want facts. Why they ran advertisements with my name on it, right? Crazy. So.
Well, well, if it ain't old Jad's grandson. I'll tell you what. If you got some gold to sell, I'll count it as high purity this time. But only 'cause it's Jed.
Only 'cause it's Jib. Good old Jib. When's the demo out? The demo comes out on the 11th for everybody. The developers hooked me up with the T-pose bear. Good old bear. Still will never forget the day when one of the original devs, Michael, came into my Discord. He was like, I was like, dude, we don't have a sound for the bear. And he was like, is anybody recording or streaming? I was like, no, we're all good, bro. We're just hanging out. And he let out the most epically horrible bear scream ever. I think the only people that were in the channel were me, Jamie from Simulator Radio, and the Streaming Geek. Oh my gosh, we were dying, bro. He let out this blood-curdling, girly bear scream. It was... oh, man. They should have to pay you for all that advertising? Nah, I've always done it for the fans, bro. I've always done it for the fans, and I've always done it for the digging games, just like I do with Out of War. That's why I'm always brutally honest, because I don't get any payment from any development team. And devs can choose to either accept that I'm going to be honest for the fans, or they won't. And, well, you can tell what happened. Yeah. It is what it is, bro, so I have nothing to hide. But I'm still here today playing this in good faith that they're going to build a good game for all of you guys, right? It just shows my professionalism. I'm here after all that stuff that happened. You guys all saw it happen. I'm here in good faith that they're going to make a good game for all you guys and make make this game what GMS 1 wasn't. You know what I mean? Like it was delayed. Console was an abomination all over the place. That's not this new team's fault. We will say that. That's not this new team's fault. So there was a lot of stuff that they had to go through as a company. You know, they lost their IP, which was Gold Rush the game. They lost it. That's huge to have to rebrand. The company dissolved. Everything kind of happened and everything came back together. Rebuilt from the ashes, so to speak. They went through a lot, you know? You think this guy's going to rip me off? Yeah, probably is. He looks shady as hell, dude. Hey, it was enough about the history of that garbage. No one cares, right? It's all about making the shiny gold.
Here? Head over to the Martello shop, other side of town.
But yeah, I won't be playing leaderboards if they do come out with it.
Everything you could need. And hey, next time, bring me a whole bucket of nuggets.
Hate the old, praise the new. I mean, both have their own problem. They have to deal with publishers and stuff like that, right? So they're always loyal to the publishers and the investors, right? So not the gamers. That's all devs, right? That's not just these guys. That's just all dev. It just is what it is, right? That's just gaming in general. We all know that. I'm just a super fan of mining games in general, man. Master noob? No. Listen, I'm trying to work up as many views as I possibly can. Gotta farm this to hell and back, bro. I'm gonna run out of fuel. Maybe not. There's quite a bit. I remember when they did the dev blog. Do you guys remember that dev blog that they did, that they showed this building and everybody just started railing on them in the chat? Like their comment section? Because it was like straight up out of Assetville. Thank goodness they worked on it.
Martello, feel free to look around.
Michael, quiet, okay? Quiet over there. We're trying to talk to the chat, all right? You're interrupting us. All right, time to go shopping. Yeah, we know all that. No, I'm glad that they definitely revamped the store because the other one looked like it was bad. It was real bad. So what I'm wondering is we have all these different buckets, right? We have all these different colored buckets, right? You could definitely tell I've played this before. I already did a preview showcase. I played the demo like 15 times. It's not a first playthrough. This is an extended look at where you guys can ask questions and I'll run over to it and look at it. So since you guys don't have your hands on it, we're just kind of chatting about it and we'll run over and look at some stuff, right? Deluxe nuts? What are these? They look like... Are they corn nuts? More like waddle to it. My character's not fat. I'm not round like Todd. Yeah, I think they're corn nuts. I'm just looking to see because they said that they're going to come out with different things like house building and stuff like that. And then I turned the corner and I was like, "There's." Stop talking about how fat I am in the sunlight, Dopey. Goodness sakes. Why do we just have a big bushel of dirt in the store? More like Rick. No, my face looks better than Rick's. Calm it down. There's plants in here. My character's not fat. Proceeds to wander to the nuts. Listen, I'm drawn to the nuts. Leave me alone. That didn't sound good. That did not sound right. That wasn't right. Frickin' chat baited me on that one. Good job, man. Appreciate it. Okay, we got a bunch of like different connections up here. Probably won't be able to use most of that, just like the other store. Oh. We do have a solar. No, what is that? Oh. Looks like a... What the hell? Interesting. We do have a big power generator. I'm curious on why we have everything for plants. Like fertilizer, bags, and plants. Are we gonna be able to have a garden? Do we have to like feed ourselves? The solar Jenny? That's what I was thinking, yeah. Ooh, chainsaw. Maybe we could have solar nighttime lights. Ladders. Let's see. We got lights. We're going for that green gold, bro. Oh, here's replacement parts. Oh. Buy an axe. Cordless drill. Wait, we can buy an axe? Tape measures, welders. Look at all the doors and stuff. Lockers. Brooms. Oh, this is probably just decorations, right? So these are clearly items out of stock. Damn it. That's not fair. Calm down, bro. Stop staring at me. I'm not gonna steal anything, dude. Jeez. I'm the nut goblin coming to steal your nuts, Martello. Big water pumps, all the hoses. Damn right. I'm gonna take them all, bro. He's just staring at me, man. You gotta say something like hideous, right? All right, let's check out the store a little bit here, okay? Like, you know, he's staring at me. So we got all the fittings and stuff up top. Nice. I like it. We have up here small water pump. Different tires. What do we have up here? Thin water hose splitters. This is the stuff everybody wants to see. Pump it up. Gotta go to the bathroom. This is what it's like. This is the eyeballs I get when I join the Discord and say something. I'm stealing it all. No, just kidding. All right, purchase this.
All set. Your gear's waiting at the pickup zone. Swing by anytime you need more stuff.
Okay. The voice of Jesus has spoken. He has a Polish accent. Put all your items in the truck. All right. No, we don't. We're not lowering the tailgate of doom. Can we still toss things like before? Oh, man. We can't do the old jump shot. Little less reverb. Yeah, his audio was definitely jacked up. They need to redo his audio. For sure. That's how you know the internal testers failed, because they were all like, dude, great job, bruh. It's like, dude, anybody can tell you that the reverb is massively too high. It's not just because of the building that he's in, way too loud, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It need to be tweaked a little bit, a little off. It's off compared to all the other voices in the game, right? I think that's one of the biggest things a lot of people said about it. Yeah, no more jump shots anymore. They took that out. See, because look, watch. You can't. It's the same keybind. Of course, I have that like in my memory. Ain't ever going away. No, can't do it. However, you can just hold and throw. Right, so you can just hold it. Which is not like the same because you can't like grab item, jump, grab item, jump, grab item, jump, grab item, jump. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, the muscle memory. Oh gosh, it feels like I need to play leaderboards again and pwn some noobs. Oh shit. Okay, God, no. Stay away from that. Don't do that. Can't do that. No. My days of making noobs cry is over with. Plus, I have a job and I like making money, so yeah. Huh? Anything else left in here? Not allowed, yeah. Not allowed. Not allowed, bro. Let's take some of these side streets real quick. Hold on here. While we're here, let's take a look at the town, right? That's the whole point of the stream, is to kind of take a look at the town. Ooh, what's that? Hold on. Ooh, piece of candy. Yard sale. What am I selling? Dumb grass? Where's the yard sale? Did the other split came out for a second? Yeah, I know. I had to put that split away. He scares other people. I walk into a Discord and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? They're just like, he's so mean. Ooh. Okay, we gotta check this out, right, boys? We gotta check this out. There's no way we're not checking this out, right? Damn you, stupid dev wall! How dare you? Guess we're not checking it out. Damn it! We're gonna have to check it out from a distance. Okay, so I was right. It is like a Slucifer. Are you effing serious right now? You won't even let me get the creeper peepers on this thing? What the crap, bro? Not cool. That's it. Not cool. You can't do that. That's okay. We'll just sneak a peek through the truck camera. Okay, hold on. Damn, the devs hid everything from you. Ooh, that's a nice one. What's it got? A double sluice box on the side plus a tailings conveyor? Ooh, that's like a turbo trommel version of Slucifer. A little smaller too. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. From what we can see, chat, what do you guys rate that? Oh. Ooh. Here, turn the engine off real quick. How's the gameplay so far? Top notch, dude. Top notch so far. Yeah, bro, real quick. Damn, me. No, I don't want your Girl Scout cookies. Leave me alone. Okay, maybe I do. Oh, my microphone didn't pick that. It's farted really hard, dude. Whew. Trying to see what that stuff is back there. Right? Like... Ooh, we have a few different wash plants. Ooh, we got a mobile one. Oh, hell yeah. I want that pool over there, though. I'm gonna buy that house. Got a pool. Okay, hold on. Oh. I don't understand the design, though. It's kind of weird. It's got built-in grizzly bars and a shaker and a trommel? Huh. And it's on a semi-frame. Okay. And it's got a sluice box there. Right? And then there's that one over there, the red one, that's got like... Uh-oh. Oh gosh, don't look over there! Oh my gosh, my frame rate! Oh gosh, we're not supposed to be looking at that. What in the hell is that? An attack? Is that an attack helicopter flying over? What is that sound? I hope it's a woodpecker. Holy... What is the hell? It looks like we got a couple different little wash plants back in there too. And it looks like we got like a weird looking, the one right here in the front of me. Like, that looks like, can we turn my truck off here? I'm literally getting like 10 frames per second right now. looking over that. Something's not optimized. We got the little one we're going to be purchasing back there with like the yellow hopper. Interesting. Then we have a big giant shaker, like a big red one. They look like they may have a little bit too many parts on them. Some of these ones, like they're a little bit more like super fantasy style stuff. Looks more like a mobile wash plant. I even see a bigger yellow one. Yeah, no, see, yeah, I know, right? That one under the tarp. Yeah, you can see that under the thing over there. Yeah, let's back up a little bit. For some reason, I'm lagging real bad right there. Woo-wee. Yeah, that one right there, man, is crazy. Underneath that as well, too. Yeah, we gotta get out of here, dude. Ooh, frame rate is getting beat up a little bit. Ooh, for some reason it is mad at me right now. Hold on. I'm tab stalled is what it is, what they call that. So let's see if I can redo it. I tabbed out and the game went dumb for a second, so I might have to switch back to full screen and back. It is a demo, it is early. So owie. Yeah, we're getting beat up really bad right now. The game was running beautifully until I tapped out. So now all of a sudden it's like, ah, rage. All right, let's get back to town, then I'll switch my thing here. That was 100% me, not the game. I've had no problems with performance on the demo. So for some reason it did not like tabbing out. User error. Yeah, I'm flipping between like 30 to like 40 FPS. What's going on here real quick? You see what it's actually making my stuff stutter. My CPU's actually not happy either. We got a hanger, boys. We got a hanger. We found one for the clanker gods. Oh, that's right. Let's drive up into the circle and then it'll autosave for me. Yeah, there we go. Well, bad game. That's it. No, it ran completely fine for me. Like for the whole, like 3 times that I played it, in the play test, and I played it again. Let's see if I can get the frames to stabilize here. Let's just drop a save game real quick. No, should be better. Okay, let's see what's going on here. See if I can't force it to do its thing. It's probably gonna go. Yeah. Let's just switch modes. Let me close a couple things in the background. Back to windowed full. All right, it's being dumb. Let me just close real quick. 2 seconds, guys. Yeah, it's not liking what I did. 1 second. That was 100% me. That was all my bad. That was broke it. Watch, I corrupted the save by just going over there and looking at that stuff. Not allowed, Split. Not allowed. Ah, we're good now. Okay. Yeah, something, when I tabbed out to my screen to look to see who the hell was blowing me up, it definitely did something a little haywire with it. Oh. Now it's perfectly fine again. No problems. Alright, so no big deal. Okay, Jeb wants me to talk to him.
Huh, finally. Took you long enough. I got most of the wash plan set up while waiting for you. All that's left to do is hooking up the sluice boxes, so stop standing there and hop in the excavator. And don't you dare scratch her.
Scratcher? Look what it looks like, dude. Clean your coffee cup, Jeb. Not a clean shirt. That's right. What's up with these flies? I know I farted earlier, but I didn't do that in my pants. Those flies are crazy. What in the... Why does it have so many? It looked like it had a bunch of doors on it. Okay. So we can hook multiple cables up to one. No. Hell? What in the hell? Boys, there's a... Why do I gotta find them all? Eesh. I don't even need all these. Well, let me hook them up in my hand, though. No, see, yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay. Oh, my bad. Walking's hard today. We had maybe a few too drinks. I'm using all the basic legacy GMS controls.
Excavator to the trailer and move the bucket right over the sluice box. Careful though, we don't have any spare ones left.
No clue if it's gonna have dollar mode or not. I will say the sounds, great job. Like the track, the way it feels like when it's driving around, feels good. No power, of course. Let me up this.
That's close enough. Now hop out and hook the sluice box to the bucket using the transport cables.
I gotta get a drink, guys. Alrighty. Do you have any left? I don't know which one's which, so...
Get back in the excavator and move the sluice box over to the wash plant.
All right, coughing. Oh, like a pro. Let's get it. Really depends on the laptop you have, to be honest. You know, it's coughing. All right, let's yeet this thing into place. What if I could snap it in backwards? Like lay it on there. Yeah, I guess so.
Looks like there might be some hope for you yet.
Good enough, Jeb says.
Get out,
Good enough.
unhook the cables and connect the wash plant to water and power. And
Water
after that, we'll throw in some
and power.
miner's moss to catch the gold.
Does it snap the cables if you're too rough on it? Unsure if they have the mechanic in the game yet. Try again on another,
Kick things off with the power generator. No power means the wash plant's useless, so just be sure to fuel it up.
Why don't you come and help, Jeb? Yep, the devs have been doing a pretty good job at doing the dev blogs. Throw this right here for now because it wants me to do the power. Yeah, it seems like we're gonna be able to move these things on trailers and stuff. So we'll see, right? Like right now we're just mainly doing the cleanup system, the digging, and like the small wash plant features. So it's gonna be nice to see what they come up with, right? Like all in all, what all the main features of the game are gonna be. I think this is a lot of people say the demo is too short. I will disagree. I think that it shows enough of some of the main core features. It is a gold mining game, right? So I think it shows enough of it that we can get a good idea of how it's going to play off. And knowing that they'll probably be doing an extended play test and things like that with other aspects of the game. So just the new way devs drive hype. So looking forward to it, right? Like I said, the nostalgia feel is amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. I feel like like I said, the highlight of the old heyday of the old game, right? When it first came out and everyone's like, oh my gosh, there's nothing like this, because there wasn't. And then they put the new touch to it and looks great. I mean, it's going to be a great evolution of the game, right? My Twitch chat's not coming through on my program. Sorry, Twitch. If I tab out right now, I'm going to break it. I have no clue how many people are there watching. Are there like 10 people here watching? I don't know. You guys here right now? Holy cow. Somebody's like just informing me. I was like, don't know why
Keep
my
that pump
Twitch.
close to the water. Those hoses only stretch so far, and you'll be stuck high and dry before you know it.
I absolutely love the hooking up of water and stuff like that and power. I don't know why. I always loved it in the first one. It was probably one of the most enjoyable things for me to do. I don't know why. I just love doing it. Anybody else the same way? Oh, TikTok's not showing up either. Weird. I'm not sure why that's broken. All right, guys. Disconnect that. What if it'll let me connect it? Yeah. Okay. I yeeted that thing. Where'd it go? I'm honestly just worried to tab out and fix it, but my chat's broken right now. Like for some reason it's not coming through for you guys.
They will catch our precious gold. Let's lay them down in those sluice spots.
I'm missing much. They ain't chatting over there. Well, if you guys want to chat with me, come on over to YouTube, guys. Oh. Okay, apparently Twitch is working, so. Oh, didn't want to have harems? Maybe harems was just a long time ago. Interesting. Oh no, who knows? Who knows?
Well, looks like we're all set. Time to fire up this beast and see if she still roars. I haven't used her in some time, after all.
Now pull the handle, push the button. This pump, though, dude. This pump is. Martello from the store speaks louder than this pump. Diggy digging. Get it. He's alive.
Time to feed this beauty. Go on, boy. Scoop up some dirt. Fuel lane free.
Line it up. Let's see what cameras we got. We got first person. Damn, bro. Freaking loud ass plant.
Take it slow now. Line up and drop that load right into. Keep feeding the water plant until those mats are full to the brim.
Dude. All right, let's take a look at this digging real quick. And oh my goodness, that is loud. Okay, we're gonna have to go in and that freaking wash plant is it means business. Here, let's turn the sound effects down real quick. So we can at least hear our thoughts and not scare all the ghosts away, okay? Like, okay, so let's play around with the digging for a little bit because that's why we're kind of here. That's why I think a lot of you guys are really interested in this. I know a lot of you dirt nerds want to see the remount on that's working. Okay. Now, watch how much we pull. I'm kind of more just gonna play with the digging here a little bit and kind of give it a good, you know, good shakedown, right? The scraping versus scooping. Because I'm not filling up until I do the curl, right? Just activate the teeth and kind of pull in. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It takes a little bit to get used to. A lot of rigidity and like hopping, right? Like it does hop quite a bit. Way too much mounding up? Yeah. I think they need to back off that mounding a little bit. You can see how hard it is for the machine to dig too. It seems like it's like having issues. Like it's lagging or something, but it's not. It has like this weird lag, like they're trying to simulate rigidity in the scooping.
Darn, that was a loud one. Spring's gone for sure.
I mean, I don't hate it by any means. But it definitely needs a lot more fine tuning and tweaking for sure.
Shut down the generator to save fuel and kill the pump so the water doesn't wash the gold out.
See, we got tailings here that are gonna have to be dealt with, and we'll run some more after the quest too. So we just want to make sure we'll give it, like I said, a little bit of like an extended play, look at things a little further and things like that, right? It's better than digging in soup like before. I will agree with you on that, Grumpy, 100%. Like, we're just being honest. We're not bashing or anything like that. We're just kind of pointing out what we see as people that play all these different types of games. Whether it's Out of War, whether it's farm sim digging and all these other stuff, GMS1. It needs a little bit of work in the digging department. Just a little bit of tweaking here and there. Just a little bit. Right, so. Oh, I have to uninstall that thing first. Ugh. Hold on, let me come down here, grab it. So we got tailings, yes we do. And I can say that when they do build up, it will stop the wash plant until you clear the tailings. So we'll go through all that. We'll keep digging after we're done with the questing. I had to forgot I had to take this off first. So partial of the repair system so far.
Be sure not to lose that part. Those springs give out more often than I'd like.
Now we'll go down
Pretty
there.
sure I got a spare one sitting in the garage. Go find it and bring it over so we can get back to work.
Which way do the bolts turn? We're not getting into that, creature. We're not getting into that. This will not be another 9 years of lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, and they're the opposite way, okay? Alright, it's not happening. We're not doing it. We're not doing it for another 9 years.
All right, pop that new spring in and lock the cover back on tight.
That satisfy you, creature?
Well, looks like we're back in business. Flip that switch and go back to work.
Yes, so satisfied. Hey, we got to give these devs all the praise. Bolt spin the right way. Take my money now. The bolts spin the right way. See, we're simple people around here, okay? We're simple people. Spam it in the chat. We're simple people, devs. Okay? We just want the little things to work right. Not only the major things, but those bolts better spin the right freaking way, okay? Fire her up. Let's go. Simple people, Dev. Simple people. I'll tell you one thing. This thing chews through some yardage. A little buddy. The bucket's kind of deceiving too on its fullness versus like you don't really need to chomp down to the ground as hard to get the scoop. Trying to put some speed on this digging, you know? Seems like everybody else we were watching play this, man. They were digging like grandmas. So what was up with that? Granny digging over there. Pull it back and let's mound into it a little bit. I am over scooping a little bit too, so 30% on there for a full scoop. Yeah, I'm trying to come down and do a full. Let's see. Already filled the wash point. Damn, bro, you're a beast. See, I wonder how tuned up they have this for the demo, right? I kind of feel like maybe they could tune it down a little bit. Maybe it gets a little bit more gameplay out of the demo. Like it just fills up too quick. I mean, this, you gotta think though, this could be completely not what the start of the game is actually like, right? Like, play that one, Toby. Just click on it, it'll play. There you go.
Well done to the devs on this game. It looks smoother without as many loading zones.
Yeah. It does. I agree. Okay. Turn off the, I guess I gotta turn off the generator. Did I not turn that off? I guess it didn't. I have my sound down so low because it's like
Now
the
grab
wash
the
point's
tub,
so loud.
Fill it with water, and we'll collect the pay dirt by carefully washing each moss.
Come on, Jeb. Come on, Grandpa. You know, one thing I kind of hope is that Jeb kind of stays around. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't just disappear. Kind of like stays near us, and he's always kind of like, yo, give us some chatting to every once in a while, you know? I like Jeb now. He's kind of growing on me. I'm in his dirty cup, you know? That right, Jeb? Holy, how freaking strong is this kid? I mean, I am roided out. Damn. Glory old Jeb. Get those dipping. Okay. Okay. No, damn it.
You know the drill. Pan that pay dirt and let's see what we got.
And that pay dirt. Well, we know it only takes so many, so. Do you guys think they have it super tuned for the demo? Like, or do you guys think it should take more than like 3 to do this? How do you know what I mean? I feel like they have it super tuned for the demo. Oh! Ooh, we got nuggets.
Good enough, at least for the start.
Feeling like nuggets around here. What's up, Stealth? Hope you guys are all having a great day today. I mean, literally, it's like 3 pans for the whole thing. That's kind of crazy. You'd at least think there'd be like 1 pan per mat, right? So, but I don't know. Is that excessive or? I mean, my dumb opinions, right? No one cares. So I figured I'd ask you guys. Pretty valid question, right? Like, math's hard. Yes, math is hard. Panning for Paul. Anybody remember those segments back in the day? Panning for Paul. You think the demo's gonna be on steroids to encourage people to buy? I don't know. I kind of feel like the opposite of that, actually. That statement, actually, because a lot of people are saying it's too short and they're worried about the gameplay now. So that's why I was wondering if they have it on steroids, or do you think that it's, I don't know. Well, obviously those things can all be tuned, right? So that's why demos are great. That's why playtests are great, right? I don't know. It is tough, right? Tough question for a noob. Big old noob here. Yeah, not like the old one where you had to do, happy in between, right? My money now.
Maybe you'll pan out after all.
Listen with the damn pan jokes.
The rest's on you. I'm heading out to seek richer ground. Good luck out there.
Hell
See you
yeah,
soon, boy.
Boy.
One last nugget of wisdom, kid.
Again,
Take
seriously?
that gold to the institute and smelt it into a gold bar. It'll bring you luck. But I got no doubt you're ready.
What's up, Doom? All right, let's put these back in, or if I, or not. Put these all back in so we're ready to run when I get back from town. I wondered if the wash plant just fills up fast like the first time, or anything else you guys want to see here today. Oh, we want to do the tailings. We definitely want to run long enough to do the tailings. I should go to town real quick and then come back. Yeah. Whoa. Careful with the rocks. Holy cow, we're going sideways, boys. Woo, woo. No. We almost kept her on the road. I will drift this whole bridge, okay? Gold drifting simulator. Seriously can't open the door being that close. Interesting. Roar! Give me my gold. All right.
So you brought this in all by yourself, huh?
I like.
Not bad for a rookie.
Oh, so satisfying pouring the gold out like that. I like the new gold cellar compared to like the old one where you just walked up to the building. You know what I mean? Like the smelter. Nice. Very nice. Make me my bar, boy. Let's go. I'm gonna watch you. You better not take any. Better get it all clean. Better put the right amount of flux in there, too. Very satisfying. Stop me mugging me, though, bro.
Your grandpa's first gold bar wasn't even half that size.
I got some gold bars in my cellar. I'm down to get some of them.
Word is, there's a new wash plant dealer setting up shop in town.
We saw. He made me lag.
Want to take a look at their gear?
Here, play the gold harmonica. Hey, no. Nice to see the face of the guy who cheats you on Gold Rush. No, that was the bankers, dude. Get that right. Those Polish loan keepers. Okay. I'll sell this gold bar. Give me my money. I can't buy anything with. All right, back to where we go, and we'll see what we'll run this plan a little bit more for you guys here, and then we'll take a look at some stuff. We've already checked out pretty much most of the stuff in town, right? There's a few little areas that I guess we could go in a little bit more detail, but they're pretty much blocked off for the most part, right? Like the all the other areas around town. Woo! Getting a little squirrely without the diff lock on. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Like that road's blocked off. There's one past town a little bit, the other way towards the bridge that was in town facing the it was like a gas station. You can go back there and there's like a road you can drive around down there. It's got a big giant like forested area. Probably the next part of the thing that they're going to be play testing. I'm just casually doing like brake parking and stuff. Yeah. You guys know what's up. This feels like, you know what? Okay, I'll say one thing. It doesn't feel like I left GMS. It's like riding a bike. In a good way, right? Like it just feels like I'm riding a bike, and in the best way, I guess I would have to say, dudes, like I got like 20k hours in that damn game, and it's like it just feels like a more, not to say more polished version. It just seems like they put a whole bunch of lipstick on a good pig already, you know, and not a bad way. It's a good thing. It's just a nice new shiny, you know, they put some Botox in there and gave her that good facelift everybody's been wanting, and they have a few little things to tweak out because they're on a new engine. And yeah, I mean, it's like overall it feels good. The truck feels good. It brings back the nostalgia feel of the original truck, you know, the clean out, you know, the gold panning, the pumps, the hoses. It all just feels like you're playing GMS, and that's what it's supposed to be, right? Like, it's supposed to be that. So, do I think they nailed it? I think they're close, but they definitely need a little bit more oomph in a few departments, mainly the digging, I think. So far, the digging. I would say the digging needs a little bit of polishing. Performance, though, is pretty good, but then again, it's hard for me to kind of judge because I have my computer, right? It's pretty decent. But graphics, 10/10. The hell is that? Is that a pygmy? Oh no, it looks like a, what is that? Like a, yeah, can I go up there? What is that up there? Oh, we'll go see what it is. If it'll let me. Oh, it's a bunch of totems up here. Why the hell did I call it a pygmy? What the hell? I couldn't sell from there. All I saw was like the tip of this thing up here, and I was like, what the hell? Nice. It sure is a pretty pig. Damn right. Crazy, right? Like, no hate at all, bros. Like, it's a banger, man. View looks nice. I mean, look down there, right? See where the tree rendering line is. How far can I run down here? Check out some of the scenery. It feels like if it... Ooh, the rock. Boulders up here. The bushes just go over the road. Got good height maps on their fog. They got good textures on all their stuff like that on their auto materials. Everything looks nice. The procedurally generated content for the trees and stuff like that are all right. Everything's look. I can't really. There's nothing I can ding it on because it's just. It's all where it should be. You know what I mean? Like it's all where it should be. The only thing I would say is their road splines are a little bulky. They could definitely manage their road splines maybe a little bit better. Because Unreal 5 does a really good job with that, and they could use a little bit more mask blending on their roads, but that's if I'm just really nitpicking it, right? All right, let's build up some tailings on this thing. Wonder if the water dries out like GMS 1? Yeah, those are all great questions. Like drought, freezing. You know, are we actually going to see permafrost in this version of the game? Where we have to use the dozer ripper? Is any game going to give us permafrost? Like, come on. Like those are the things I kind of want to wonder, right? Are they going to innovate anything new, or are we going to get, you know, is there going to be anything innovated that's new? Go deep. All right, I'm trying to go deep, man. Mainly just trying to build up the tailings. I'm a little far away from the plant, though. Gotta get as much as I can here. Ooh. I need to not take out too much right here, right now. Whoa, looking a little dangerous there, buddy. We can use the back of our bucket, but it does kind of just push up in this weird little blob, right? Oh. Yeah, the mounting's a little sus. It's not bad though. It's doable for an arcade game. Ground feels way too hard. It feels a little too rigid. You can actually see the bucket like almost look like it's going to detach. Cross-platform and stuff like that. Unsure. What does that rocky thing say? Oh, that's the tailings. I think that's the tailings. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Unsure about cross-platform, but we know it's gonna. They said it's gonna have multiplayer, so. Just start dinner, brother. All right, take it easy, micro. All right, man. Let's get some of these tailings out of here. Okay, well, tailings equal dirt. All right, that little icon's gone now. Ooh. A lot of extra sway on the excavator. Little Oh, wait, hold on a second. Now the tailings icon came back. What's going on here? I wonder if I can just dig tailings and put tailings in there. And why is the tailings saying that there's tailings there when there's no tailings there? Unsure about how far you can go down. Okay, it's not liking me running tailings. I will. Oh, it's because the plant's not on. Okay, there we go. I had the plant off. Are you able to use joysticks? In the controls, they have them grayed out, but I think the devs did say somewhere that yes, eventually they'll have the joystick support working. Yeah, power it back up. It cleared off. What's up, Hybrid? How you doing, buddy? How's it going, man? All right, well, we cleared out a tailings pit. Now let's get back over to this other side. What about wheels and pedal? I have not hooked up my wheels and pedal yet. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of lag here right now since I dug up the side of the pit over there. You know, this is like water building up now. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of lag since I dug that pit up, or on the pit over there. I ran the tailings a little bit. I'm getting some frame drops. Woo, boy. You're getting a little vicious. Don't dig up the side of that pad, boys. Don't do it. Right now, we're in for science. Don't blame the devs. Infinite tailings glitch? No clue, dude. Yeah, for some reason, we're getting some wicked lag spikes now. Ever since I dug up the side of that, and it looks like the tailings aren't building up anymore either. So I wonder if, because I dug up under there, you see that mound that's like right down there? Seems like when things just start, when material's hitting that down there, it's deleting it and it's making me lag. Flip broke the game already. Yep. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. So whatever this hitbox is right there, whatever this is that wouldn't let me dig, whenever material's actually going through, not just this animation drop, it's dropping my frame rates massively. As soon as I put another scoop in, my frame rates will start tanking. Almost like clockwork. I can find it exactly. Damn, bro. Looks like they just need some better testers or ones with some better eyeballs or something. I don't know, dude. The hell? You watch. Yep, there it is, boys. There that lag. Yeah, and look, no tailings are building up. It's what I can guarantee you what's happening is, I can guarantee you what's happening. The plant's processing material, it's dropping, and it's going straight through that, down through the world, and it's hitting, eventually it's hitting somewhere, and it's making like a lag happen, like a Stack Overflow issue. In my opinion, is it better than the first one? I'd have to say, yeah, 100%. I think it's going to be better. Let me get a little dirt, man. Easy. Yeah, something's going on with the wash plant now that I dug that up. Something funky. Let me see if I can put some dirt in here. Something with the tailings. It was completely fine until I dug that up. Oh boy, the frames. Yeah, the frames are getting annihilated. It's something there. This is the only time I've actually ever lagged, guys. So when I was doing that thing earlier, we'll get into the cleanup here. So I'm a little weird digging those tailings out. 'Cause we're not getting them now all of a sudden, right? Something's tied to that that mechanics that's not happy right now. That's all right. Wash plant's almost full anyways. Yeah, frames are getting owned. Does not like you digging out that wash plant pad, I'll tell you that much. I mean, you got some water or something, right? What the hell was that? Something else is happening. What is this? Like some weird, like, water? Some weird mud? Nah, it's something near the wash plant. Ever since I dug it out, something going a little weird. I'll have to make sure I report that. Something a little weird. Little note to self, dudes, do not dig that out near there, because that's kind of what gave me the whooping. Other than that, don't tab out. If that's the only problems that I have with this demo, is don't tab out. Because you might come back and your frames might be getting boogered. And don't dig over where the tailings thing is very much. Just kind of scoop out a little bit. The washout, maybe? Good possibility. Dude, wash plant didn't even make it like clean up without me breaking the game. What the hell? That's why it's important to have tester. Know what game they're looking. Not mistaken it for a game that looks. What will this clean out be? Oh man, it's been so long since the. Oh my gosh, chat. No! Okay, phew. Almost thought I lost the bucket. Almost thought I lost it there. So has this changed any of your guys' minds on whether you're worried about the game or if you're going to be buying it? No, I'm going to be buying it. Unless they give me a copy. Definitely be buying it. I lost it a long time ago. I know. I did. That's what those leaderboards did to me. Those 20-hour days for 5 weeks. Back when we had 5-week leaderboards. The real question is do you guys want to see me and Hybrid play together when this comes out with multiplayer? That's the real question. Split Lady in the Blind sounds like fun. Gosh damn it. Dopey would beat me if they came out with leaderboards and she caught me playing. Thank you guys all very much for the subs and stuff like that today and the giftings and stuff, dudes. Appreciate you guys' support, man. Why is that third one always clean out so fast? Crazy. Easy. Outside in the doghouse. Yeah, for sure. What, 205.71 grams. Freaking gram. Got to change the system. Dopey gonna be doing the gardening. Dopey's gonna be chopping trees. I'll tell you that much. You think I'm gonna chop one tree in this game when we have tree chopping? Not happening. Frame rate come back. Did you magically just clear yourself up? Did you I wonder if it did a mem dump. That's what it needed when I went to that area, and then it like makes me wonder, because if I come out here, there's an area where it right there. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there we go. There's my frames. Yeah, we got mem dump this in the world. Watch. Yeah, there goes the frames back again. Okay, let's see if we cleared it. The old tricks of Unreal 5 and world partitioning. There's the frames. We're back. Okay. Gotta trigger that memory clear, right? See, pays to know where they're at sometimes when you find them, because they can do wonders with them. Now, I give this seriously, like, for being a demo and we don't know what else is coming out, if they keep doing what they're doing with the caliber that they're at right now, and they carry this into everything else that they do with the same level of what they've done now, fix some of those performance issues, this might beat up a lot of your guys' laptops, this might beat up a lot of your guys' other stuff, right? You know, it's expected. It's a next-gen game, right? It's to be expected. Let's be fair with what it is, right? If you plan on playing this on a potato and then yelling at the devs that it lags, well, you can see here it really doesn't lag unless there's something catastrophic going wrong. It is early demo type thing. You know, be realistic, I guess we'll have to say, with all the video games that we play, right? I mean, it works great on 3 of the computers I have in my office here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope we get more expanse on the gold mining aspect of it. As far as the panning, love it. They did a good job. Pumps and hoses, power, good job. We already know they're expanding upon all that stuff. So the only thing I'm going to ding it on is probably the digging could be a little bit more smooth. It has a little bit more extra mounding than maybe it should around the edge of the bucket when pulling back from too far away. A little bit too much deletion in the scoops. But then again, I'm a voxel snob, so you guys know that. Yeah, a little bit too much of that. So I think if they tone that down a little bit, made the bucket able to grab into the dirt a little bit easier. Like I said, there's nothing much else I can say. And for me to say that, I mean, it's, you know, unbiased opinion, no fanboy to either game, Out of War or this game or any of the other games. I think it's going to be a banger, boys. Ebola. I think it's going to be a good one. I don't think it's going to be, I think we all had a lot of worry when it came to the game, when we first originally started seeing like trailers, because they just all looked AI'd, like AI artwork and stuff like that. And I think everybody's claims of that was kind of fair. It was justified. It did look a little like, huh? Yeah, it wasn't unjust that you guys were saying this. Yeah, I mean, overall, yeah. I mean, I think it's good. A few little things here and there, but I'm looking forward to the next coming playtest. I'll say that much. Looking forward to it. Hopefully it expands upon maybe a different digging area, maybe a different style of digging that we haven't seen in any other type of video game before. Most of the time, I hardly blame the devs with poor performance. I know I hasn't very good. My man. Yeah. I mean, not everybody can have computers like mine. I'm very blessed to have what I have. You know, my viewers are very amazing. Appreciate you guys always, you know, from the bottom of my soul, dude. You guys are insane, bros. Yeah. Good stuffs. I'm looking forward to this one. Dynamite mining, I mean, they put it in the first one. They put it in the first one, so it'll be interesting to see. I wonder since I went out and cleared cache, if it's gonna lag again. Oh, the hole I go. Can I get out of the hole now? What am I stuck on? Oh no, I'm stuck in the hole. Let's fire it up and see what happens. See if that lag comes back. Well, water's not making it lag. Power's not making it lag. I probably just had to mem dump. Okay. What if it was because whatever this was right here? I don't have any mats, so I guess if I was going to start digging a little bit more. I'm killing it in Norway, dude. We do have a lot of people from your guys' part of the world that watch the channel, and Australia and stuff too. Australia, New Zealand, everybody from all over the world, man. Been crazy to get to know all of you guys over the years. It's crazy. It's crazy to think my very first stream was of GMS 1, and the devs let me stream it like 2 days early. And that's kind of what started my whole channel. So I have a big, giant appreciation for the original dev team for allowing me to do what I've done, and kind of was like the unofficial like community dude of this game for. Oh, nope, there comes it back again. Something fishy going on. Oh yeah, it's not happy. Okay. And not happy. The voxel's not happy. Ooh. Ouch. No, something not happy, boys. So we won't beat that up. I was only gonna stream a little extended look today here, guys. I did the video, which was a complete playthrough, walkthrough of the tutorial and stuff like that. And then I wanted you guys were insane. There was like 100 and something of you guys watching just the preview video. So I was kind of like, maybe I should stream this today. I think there's been like 10 people watching now, so you guys are awesome. Appreciate you. Yeah, something's a little weird once you get the plant turned on. I'll drop a save on this and send my save file to the devs and be like, yeah, let me know if you see it. Or I'll just restart after stream here. Jump back in, do a little testing, write up a bug list, and shoot it on over, you know? Fill in the hole properly. I'm not reclamation on any claim. You're streaming, no problem, bros. You guys know I love my Gold Rush fans, aka GMS fans. You guys know that. You guys also know I just was tired of playing the first game. I was tired of the drama that everyone tries to start around leaderboards and things like that, and still trying to start around leaderboards. It's kind of freaking crazy. 9 years later, it's like, when's it ever going to end? I don't want anything to do with that type of stuff. I just want to play and have fun for all you guys. We will be starting a new series when this game does come out. I will be following every dev blog and stuff like that coming into the future. Just you guys know I cover dirt games generally, so, and this is gonna be a new big bad boy toy up on the market coming here. They said like a year and some change, I guess. So yeah, we just showed up. You quitting early? Yeah, there's no underground. No, we didn't want to hear you complain about it, Scott. Just saying. Much love, Scott. Yeah, no. Other than that, dudes, I'm out of here. I got a ton of other stuff to do. We have a map coming out for you for Out of War today. At some point, I just got to get in and film the video for that. We're going to be putting in the ore pass for the map that we already gave out to you guys the other day. So I got to get filming for that and then put that out for you guys. You'll be able to find that on my Discord. So that's coming out today for you guys. I just got to get off of here and do that. So appreciate you guys coming in. Dragon, thank you very much for those gifteds. All the members for giving you guys milestones. Appreciate you guys. Sorry if I missed anybody's chats. Come on into my Discord. I'm sure people will answer your questions all over everywhere they're at. Leave comments. Show the game some love. And yeah, Hybrid bro, hit me up, brother. We'll get some when this game comes out, MP. We'll get some love going on there, bro. You guys don't know who Hybrid is, so I should go hit him up too. Say, yo, what up, bud? What up, dude? Other than that, guys, you guys have a great day, and I will catch you guys on the mine site somewhere in the near future. Peace out, bros.